So previously, we covered about stock coolers. We covered about having a third-party cooler. This time, we'll be covering what's the difference if I will be settling with those recommended coolers or higher-end coolers. Like this dual tower compared sa single tower at sa isang stock cooler. This video is brought to you by A60L, the best website that you may visit in terms of very affordable deals and best offer para sa application softwares, games, and yes, operating system. And there you are, you may check the Windows 10 Pro, and by using our promo code, ma-avail mo lang siya ng around $14.95 or 700 plus pesos. That's it mga kaibigan. Check the description below. May mga links po tayo dyan to go directly sa kanilang website. And let's go ahead sa live benchmark. And looking at this dual tower cooler compared sa stock cooler, the difference is so significant. Ang layo, di ba? Pero, how about compared sa isang single tower? Is it really worth the upgrade going sa dual tower? Yes, if budget will allow, and yes, if you are just with CPUs like Ryzen 7 na yun yung ginamit natin dito sa ating benchmark. Why? On our next video, we'll be talking much about the technicalities, or if you want to, we have previous videos discussing about this, about TDP of different coolers. Pero dito sa ating Ryzen 7, makikita nyo at mapapansin nyo that the difference between this dual tower at yung stock cooler is diminishing na compared sa difference between a dual tower and a single tower cooler. So definitely, this applies not only with Ryzen 7, but with lower CPUs like Ryzen 5 or i7 and i5. Kung hindi naman masyadong mataas ang power consumption ng isang CPU like i9 and Ryzen 9, the upgrade of going for the dual tower is more on convenience and of course assurance that you are enjoying the best performance and of course a more guaranteed longer lifespan. Yan po yung maibibigay ng isang dual tower. So it's not that I'm not recommending going for a dual tower, or I'm not recommending investing on an AIO or better coolers or top of the line. There's no such word as overkill. Because at the end of the day, tulad ng sabi ko sa mga previous videos, hindi naman mababayaran yung peace of mind. And of course, the performance stability. So, hindi na natin sasabihin na nagkaroon ng performance gain compared sa single tower. Pero, yung stability, the assurance that you will not only have the best performance and longer lifespan, pero yung stability na there's no chance na pwedeng mag-throttle, pwedeng magkaroon ng FPS drop, pwedeng magkaroon ng mga instances na magre-restart to the start. And that is being proven with this live benchmark. So, hindi na natin ginawa yung mga graphs like we usually do. It's more on the real-world application, especially if you will just be going for those Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, or up to i7 pagdating sa Intel. Kaya guys, feel free to subscribe because we will be showing more proofs, live benchmarks, helping you to decide what will be your next purchase, or if you are experiencing dilemma of which CPU cooler you should avail. Thank you.